For more on today's rerun elections in Rivers State, Channels Television's political correspondent Seun Okinbaloyo joins us live from the state capital, Port Harcourt. Hi Seun, what more can you tell us?
Thank you so much. Welcome to Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. And I'm being joined on the news at 10 by INEC National Commissioner in charge of the South-South, Dr. Mustapha Lekki. Many thanks for coming on the news at 10.
Thank you,
About
Sean.
this time yesterday, you were here and we're looking ahead of today. And today has come. Would you say INEC has been able to do up to the bidding?
Yes, I will say so. INEC has, like I said yesterday, we discussed our preparedness for this election, and today has borne out the fact that we're prepared for the election. Materials were on ground. We had a few challenges, and but there are a lot of good takeaway messages, from today. Some of the challenges were, again, people like thugs not wanting us to move from the racks, to the polling units, wanting us to open the result sheets ahead of time, which is not customary. It's against the rule. They may have valid reasons for suggesting that, but we need to take this back home and study this thing and change the rules later. We can't change the rules in the middle of the game. It's not done. That's going to cause a lot of discontent. But there are a lot of good things that happened, today. One, contrary to expectation that there's a lot of fears, people will not come out to vote. I personally went to 3 local government areas, Tai, Eyigbo, and Eleme, and the crowds were quite impressive, given the atmosphere that we're hearing about the overhang of threat and so, quite impressive. The card readers worked quite well. The police were there in large numbers, again, of course, not armed. So in some cases, people will come around and try to intimidate, the polling units because they know the policemen around there are not armed. So the good thing is that we saw a good number of turnouts in a number of places. The other good thing is that we are beginning to see a trend in the sense that the electorate seem to be going ahead beyond their leaders who are fanning the amber of whipping up the temperature of the environment. We can see, electorates are beginning to be more proactive, more interested, again, because of this large turnout that we had.
Dr. Lekki,
yes.
There were clear logistic challenges today in some polling units. A case of where you will have voting materials in 2-3 polling units or polling points, and in other ones within the same polling center, and you will not have the voting materials, and you will find out that the supervising presiding officer is nowhere to be found.
Well, the police have visited with 3 local governments. I don't remember, we didn't have those kinds of issues. I think one issue that we had was a discussion between the leaders of those local government areas wanting to move the polling unit to a different location. I mean, that's unacceptable. Wanting us to do that became a big issue for us. How do you move those materials? How do you convince people to come to a different location other than the location that is on the map?
But how do you also explain a situation where election did not start or materials did not get to some places until about 2 p.m. when you expect that the exercise will have ended?
Yeah, that's easy for 2 reasons, 2 facts. One is that we had issue with the Nigerian Union of Transport Workers. We contract them; they don't come. Some of them are also watching the temperature and are afraid to go out, and they don't come on time. So we depend on them solely. INEC has those kinds of vehicles enough to move materials from one place, to the other. So that is clearly one of the reasons why people come.
There are fears that this election is not concluded today.
Yes, I've just told you in some areas, like a place like Akoko Toro, for example, we could not leave our, racks. We couldn't move because thugs had come and closed down the place, so we could not move. So clearly we have to allow the people to vote again. So we will reset that particular area tomorrow. There might be a few other areas which we are going to collate tonight and decide that we may reset that. So there definitely be a continuation of election place like Akoko Toro tomorrow because they didn't come out at all, to vote. So we have to do that tomorrow.
Only in Asari Toro?
That's Akoko Toro. So that one, I got about 14 units in that particular local government. We will reset the election tomorrow there, maybe after church service. An announcement we made tonight so that it will be made known to the people.
So results,
there might be a few.
We shouldn't be expecting results to be concluded today, or
not clearly, not tonight. The result will not be concluded. I just told you there's a place where people didn't come out because there were challenges with, thugs that will not allow the materials to move from our offices. So for that reason, we have to go back tomorrow, to recover those places.
We just hope that INEC will be able to communicate this to a whole lot of voters who are expected to come out tomorrow.
Yes, we are doing that now. You help us to communicate that. We'll issue statement. We'll have access to a number of the media houses and press people and political parties and their agents. We'll let them know before nightfall that tomorrow, for places like Akokoturo, where there was no voting at all today because of these challenges, that they should come out and vote tomorrow. Dr.
Musa Faleki, INEC National Commissioner in charge of South-South, many thanks for coming on the News at 10.
Thank you very much, Sean.
And that's it from here in Port Harcourt, the capital of Rivers State. It's back to you now, Aret, on the News at 10.
Well, thank you so much, Seun. Of course, Channels Television still got its eye on that particular election. Collation of results have actually started, but in some local government areas, elections might have to be reset. But when the News at 10 returns, as the campaign against corruption in the country continues, the ICPC seeks the participation of women in spreading the message. Please join us again.